So here I am again because I still have a couple of things to say about this ECC. And the first one is that even though we have two words that sound like C in Spanish, they are two very different words. The first one with no accent mark is if, and the second one with accent mark is yes. Okay, so C, no accent mark, if. C, yes accent mark, yes. You can think of it that way so you can remember. Now, I already said that if you want to say ECC, you could say something like, and what if in English, right? But we actually need a little bit more of help, and we get it from words like actually and does, like we have here. So, and what if it actually happens, and what if it does happen would be, ¿y qué tal si sí pasa? Okay? Now, to give you another example, we have, he did not come, él no vino. And here we have an auxiliary verb and a negation. But in Spanish, we do not use an auxiliary verb like you do in English. So we only need the negation. Él no vino. Okay? Now the question would be, what do we do if we need to say he did come and we cannot use an auxiliary verb in Spanish? Well, that's where this sí comes into the scene. This sí is doing the same job here than this did is doing in English. Okay? So to say something like, you did call me, si me llamaste. I do like it, si me gusta. You see? So that do, does, and did are represented by a si in Spanish. Okay? And you can say this in a slightly different way to convey the same idea. So he did not come would be basically the same thing as he actually came, right? And in Spanish, that could be translated as en realidad vino o en realidad sí vino. And also with de hecho vino o de hecho sí vino. So you can add the sí that we have here or you can omit it. And it conveys the same idea. This is only emphasizing the fact that he actually came, that he did come even more. Okay? Now, the last thing that I need to say is that if you want to say, and what if it does happen in Spanish, you would need to say, ¿y qué tal si sí pasa? With this tal that we have here. Because if you say, ¿y qué si sí pasa? Sounds kind of aggressive, unlike you're picking a fight with someone, and I would not advise you to do that. Okay, so remember, if you want to say, and what if it does happen? ¿Y qué tal si sí pasa? You're just wondering what would happen then. Okay, and I think that would be it. I hope it helps, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.